Positive relationships between parents and children are critical to the well-being of children and adolescents. Interactions with our children and teens that are characterized by warmth, acceptance, praise, and positive attention help them feel good about themselves. Secure, predictable, and dependable relationships can also lead to improved behaviors and emotional well-being. We know that parent-child interactions are important, but we also know that establishing and maintaining positive interactions can be challenging. Sometimes environmental factors can affect the interactions that you have with your child. Environmental factors could be things like family stresses, financial pressures, natural disasters, change and transition, as well as others. And sometimes it's our own internal response mechanism that can add to the strain on the relationship that we have with our children. Our internal response mechanisms are things like returning to an automated response that we're familiar with from our own upbringing. You know, at some stage, most people catch themselves thinking that they sound just like their parents. Our emotional states are so contagious. When we're tense, others around us tend to become tense. When we're happy, we tend to make others happier. The same goes for our parent-child responses. You may find yourself defaulting to unhelpful reactions that are even like what you experienced as a child. I wonder if you can reflect on your own relationship with your own parents. Were there any things that your parents did well with their parenting style? As you reflect, consider what your parents could have done differently. Do you find yourself repeating the same patterns you experienced? We used to think that our brains were static and fixed, but fortunately our brains are highly malleable, which means that the responses that we might think are fixed are actually not set in stone and can, in fact, change over time. One of the best ways to change your responses is firstly, to be aware of your current reactions. Secondly, focus your attention on developing a more positive response to a situation. And finally, keep practicing your more positive responses until they become your new automatic response mechanisms. We know that children and teens need a secure base of safe and supportive adults to form the foundational relationships in their life. These foundational relationships help our kids establish positive and meaningful friendships, which create strong connections and a sense of belonging. Put simply, this helps children and adolescents to say, I have people who love me and help me. When kids and teens feel like they have a secure base, they're more likely to feel happier and less angry towards their parents. This means they can solve problems on their own, they can ask for help when they need it, and they feel like they're protected against feeling hopeless and helpless about life when tough times come. So, no matter what your relationship with your kids and teens is like, the good news is that there's not only things that you can do to promote more positive parent-child relationships, but also contribute to your child's well-being and resilience.